National debt crisis has just hit an all-time high, hitting over $33 trillion of debt. This is the highest it's ever been, and it's gone up another $2 trillion in the last year. What even is the US debt ceiling? This is basically the amount of money the government has lent off the central banks that it doesn't have. This is one of the biggest reasons why inflation continues to soar, is because the government continues to print more money that it doesn't have to pump into the economy, which pushes the prices up, and all of the everyday people like you and I continue to be affected. This is one of the biggest reasons why I hate cash.
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who ruled well and taught me this truth. Peace, blessings, salutations, and mercies to the elect and 1/3 remnant out there listening and doing this word with all faith and sincerity scattered amongst the nations and the four corners of the earth. To you, I say shalom. Lord willing, this video is edifying. It's going to be centered around the video you're just seeing on the screen. And, the house is going to come crumbling pretty soon, man. This house of cards, is going to fall. It's not, America's debt is at a level in which has never been seen on earth. Unheard of, numbers, 33 trillion, that's 33,000 billions. That's how much, we talking when it comes to amount of money America, owes, right? And who does it owe? It owes the central bank, right? Because America it prints his money, or it borrows his money from the central bank, and then it lends its debt to, these other nations, right? A whole Ponzi scheme, but eventually, it's going to run out. And these nations are starting to catch on. Right here it is, the richest nation in the world is 33 trillion in debt. All right. It's not going to last, man. Okay. America is broke. Okay. Because that's not even including derivatives and interest. Right. We talking numbers, that can't even be, really even written. So many zeros and so many commas, right? Because it's all artificial. Okay. And that's going to lead to what? That great collapse of America's economy. All right. Which, is a major thing that's going to, happen to help usher in the new global currency, right? Because America, has the world reserve currency status, with the US dollar. But as you can see, it's at the weakest in which it's ever been. Okay. And the borrowing of money ain't going to stop. Okay. It's only going to increase. Okay. This is Zephaniah 1:10. And it shall come to pass in that day, saith Yahweh Shema Shah, that there shall be a cry, or that there should be a noise of a cry from the fish gate, and an howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills. That's right. That great crash is going to come, and reset America's debt. And with that, it's also going to reset America's status. Because once America loses is you think any other currency in the world could be in a whole 33 trillion and still be functioning? What keeps this place afloat is its status when it comes to, it being a reserve currency, and it's losing that. All right. The more these nations get together and come against it. How ye inhabitants of Maktish, for all the merchant people are cut down, all they that bear silver or cut off. Right. And the stock market is going, all these markets are going to crash. Okay. The stock market is artificial. The Dow Jones, the S&P, all those things are rigged, to stay up, but in that day when the rulers of this place decide that they're ready to move on, okay, they're going to recall all this debt. And you're going to see absolute panic all over the place, man, because that's when people are going to see that it was all, fraud. Okay. This is Ezekiel 7:19. They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in a day of wrath, saith Yahweh Shema Shah. See? So it's going to get to the point where people are going to be, throwing their money, away. Okay. They're going to be using it as fuel, for fire. Okay. Or toilet paper. Or, women who own a monthly might have to turn to them blue faces, right? Because it's going to be absolute mayhem, and that currency is going to be worthless, man. People ain't going to be using the whole idea is to go cashless, right? So people ain't going to use cash. It's going to be a thing of the past. It's going to be, it's going to be obsolete. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity. You ain't going to be able to buy food. You ain't going to be able to buy water. Any of your essentials you won't be able to use. Okay. In America, we're shitty, but compared to everybody else in the world, man, we live a fantastic life. All of that is going to come to an end abruptly. Why? Because that currency status is going to be taken away, and that debt's going to be recalled, and that 33 trillion is going to need to be paid. And on paper, I want to say like every U.S. household, every American owns a portion of that debt. I want to say like 200K of that debt, when it gets recalled, is going to come from all of you citizens, right? This is Habakkuk 2:6. Shall not all these take up a taunt against him with satire and riddles, and say, woe to him who increases what is not his? How long? And that's Esau's MO, right? He goes through and he steals and he takes. He robs. He kills. He lie, he cheat, he steals, and these nations are tired of it, and everyone's waiting on the day that that day of a reckoning. Okay, everyone's waiting on it. Okay, and to him who loads himself with heavy debts, see, and that's what has been done here in America. Heavy debt has been loaded into, the backs of you American people, right? And it's going to be recalled. Okay, right now it's a threat of a government shutdown. These are all things they can't figure out what to do next when it comes to this spending bill, right? So, hey, it's only going to increase, the more, they can't figure out what to do with the debt they already got, because, the only plan they got is to add to it, right? They're not going to remedy it. It's only going to get worse. And with that, I give all praise and the glory to Yahweh, Bashem El Shai, Bashem, Brakakudashwa, Abba, and DTA.